Hell yeah, everyone. Hello there, everyone. How is it going? Let's go to the Q&A room. Hello there, everyone, once again. It is I, Joe Munafuda, back at it once more with another stream. Yes, I don't know why I had a brain dead moment right there. But anyways, I think I have a good reason to be brain dead today. Because I'm aghast. Taken back by a little bit of something that I like to go and call Vote Fairy. Oh man, do we have some interesting outcomes and results and news and things to go and talk about today. Gate kept from 100 by Letty Whiterock. Yes, indeed, she was a rock wall, rock solid. But anyways, how are we doing today in chat, everyone? Are we doing good? I hope we are, because we have to go and celebrate a Touhou victory. A victory of which was unexpected. That being the conclusion of Vote Fairy, which that is today's stream. We are discussing about the conclusion of Vote Fairy. Here, let's go and bring it up on screen. We got our numbers right here. Wondrous. We went from 171 to 101. An exact 70-point jump. Perfect. Rate 10 out of 10, of course. Also, quick thing. If the stream dies, it dies. There's a storm going on outside today. It's Labor Day. I wasn't expecting there to be such tough and shoddy weather outside, but hey, you know how it is. But anyways, going back to this. What do we got? We got Momoyo and Letty Whiterock right in between us. Our thing that we're going to be doing today, we're going to be drawing Tipsy, celebrating with a wine bottle for once. She's going to be popping open a wine bottle, celebrating her 100th and first place earning as representation and mascot for the fairies. Meanwhile, we will have a Letty Whiterock and a Momoyo standing on the side, equally confused as to why the hell there's a fairy there in the first place. But that's what I plan on drawing today. I'm going to go and get this out of the way. Or actually, you know what? I might hang this up as a trophy right up here. Normally I have this little Fumo coin up here, but I'm going to put this up here. We don't really need the Vote Fairy poster anymore. So, because once again, much like most political campaigns, once it's all done and over with, you could go and roll up your posters and put all your propaganda away. It's all done and over with. It was fun while it lasted. But, is it really over? Is Vote Fairy done and over with? The big answer I would like to go and say is no. It is far from over. I need to figure out where the hell this poster is. Where are you? It's far from over, but as I was saying, yeah, far from over. There we go, I'll just put that away. We will replace it with this background element. And, no, that's me. That? No. We need another background element. I'll put this up here. Flashbang. There we go. I'll put this right there. Kind of shrink it a little bit. Right up there. And we'll put the other one right below it. Oh, actually, not maybe. I like this one better. Even though we made this one the previous stream, I like this one a little bit more. Let's go and rotate it a little bit. Give it some character. There we go. Cucumber drink, yes. But generally, Vote Fairy is not over. Because obviously, if I don't do a Vote Fairy campaign again next year, it's going to just, well, all my work will be undone. All of our work will be generally undone. But what do I focus on for next year for Vote Fairy? The idea is go further. This year's initiative was to go and get 100th place. And I think, even though we were one short, I count this close enough. Jumping 70 places was not an easy feat to go and do. So, to go and even get one place off from the initial goal, chef's kiss. Perfect. Nothing wrong with it. Perfectly fine. Hello there, fellow chatter. But yes, perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. Also, biggest thing that is the most important to go and look at. This side right here. So I showed you the updates, but I didn't show you this. So right here, this number, 971. This is the number that of points that the fairies got. 1 point over Momoyo. 1 point from getting 102. Legitimately, fairies outbeat the Centipede Queen by 1 point. That's impressive. But the next thing is this number right here. 186. What does that mean? What's 186? That means we got 186 vote fairy mad lads out there to go and support fairy. That means this was their number one vote, their primary vote. Momoyo and Letty Whiterock only got to their places due to passive votes. That means that these were not the people's first choice. This means something. This is like big. See, like Momoyo has 80. Letty has 94. Fairy has 186. That means that Fairy was pushed not by passiveness, but by soul support. The soul support for Vote Fairy is what brought Fairy into this position to begin with. 186 points. All of them equaling up to 3. Yes, you hear that. 3. And let me go and calculate that. I'm not a math Asian, so I gotta go and type it in. 186 times 3. So 588 points was contributed by you all. That's an amazing thing to go and think about. But you know what's even better to go and think about? When Zune himself catches notice of the Vote Fairy initiative, and this is the commentary that we have right here. I'll go and enlarge it on screen so we can read it. If I could select it. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So translated commentary from the poll reveal stream caught Zune's attention. We must go further. This was thanks to the contributions of /JP, aka 4chan, bringing me this one verse translation of information. I saw that the commentary was made, but I did not know where it was, and I did not know on how to translate it properly. I know a little bit of Japanese, but I'm not good enough to translate it on the spot. So thankfully, we have people like Anons online that are willing to go and do it for me. So here we go. We have Kananame saying they went up about 70 places. And as for why, apparently a lot of foreigners voted for them and only for them, putting fairies in number 1 and not voting for any other characters. So that means you people not only just vote for fairy, you only voted for fairy. Absolutely mental. Zune responds by laughing and saying, why? What's going on in their heads? Beat Mario says, it's because they're voting for their one true love or something. I think that might be a mistranslation or something, but maybe he's just saying, they're voting for their number 1 most favorite character or something, like their most loved character. We all love Fairy. We love Fairy. But Zune responds by saying, but there's lots of fairies. So it's not a one true love. And Zune would be correct. We love all the fairies. All the fairies must get the attention that they deserve. Hence the reason why the Vote Fairy Initiative was created in the first place. Maybe Zune understands, or maybe he doesn't understand. Maybe we utterly confused him. But I like to go and see this as an utter win. An utter win, an utter victory. A Vote Fairy Initiative complete. Or at least for this year. Because next year, like I said, I want to go further. I want to push Vote Fairy into the next round. It's kind of like, oh yes, we won this round, but can we win the next? Where do I want to go? I want to go rank 50 next. If we broke rank 100, we should be able to go to rank 50. Now, what? I just deleted something I shouldn't have deleted. What did I delete? What did I delete? What am I deleting? Delete! Get out of here! Get out of here! Boo! Get out of here! What did I delete? I deleted a bunch of stuff. I don't know what. There's nothing missing. Whatever. Anyways, Let's go to the tablet. No, not the tablet just yet. Not the tablet just yet. I want to go to the results website. Yeah, that's where I want to go. Touhou poll results. Touhou wiki results. All right, so let us go and do some observations. We could consider this pre-planning, because obviously I'm going to be taking a break from Vote Fairy for about, I'm going to probably say until December or January. But obviously we have Fairy Fashion February again on the horizon. I did that last year. I didn't really do it that much on stream. I did it more off stream, but I think I might do the entire thing on stream next year. We'll see on how it goes. It's very much based off of how much time I have to go and spare when it comes to doing this kind of a deal. But let us go to the main screen to go and observe our poll. So obviously, it's near impossible to go and get up to first place, because that's 5,000. Here, actually, I should zoom in more. Zoom in more. Enhance. There we go. Better. Finally home from work. Hayo gozaimasu. Or I guess konbanwa dayo. So obviously we have our first place result being Koishi Komeshi, Marissa, and then obviously everyone else is just so hogwash basic EOSD. Your standard characters that you would expect being at the number one spot. Koishi Komeji, Marissa Kirasami, Reimu, Flandre, Saguya, Remilia, Yomu, Satori, Fujiwara Namoku, Surno, Aya, Yu, Sanae, Alice, White Woman, Raisin, Udongan, Yakumo, Hag, Hong Mei Ling, China, Purple String Being, Rum, and Hatata no Kokoro no Hearty. Those are your top 20s. These are all of your top 20s. But look at these numbers. These are going to be hard to even catch up to. Very hard. Look at that. It seems almost as if there's like some kind of campaign going on for Koishi as well. But that aside, let us go to our main goal. What are we looking at? What are we looking at to go and get? I want to go and try and see if we could go and get to rank 50 next year. That sounds impressive, right? That sounds hard. Now, just because it sounds hard, does it mean it will be hard in general? All it is a matter of convincing people and trying to go and get them to go and put that fairy on their shelf of votes. But generally, this is what we're looking at. Byakuren Hijiri. She's been going down in the rings, but we don't care about that. Also, Mima. 204 primary votes. And then how many passive votes did she get? Comments. It doesn't really say on passive votes, but number one votes, 204. But she got 2,733 points. Draw her. God, get out here. Boo! Get out here. Anyways, so that's how many points Byakuren Hijiri got. And I think we could go and try and push Fairy that far. Like, we got 189 primary votes. If we get 189 primary votes, I'm sure that if we could go and get up to, let's see, what would create that number? Let's go to calculator. Calculator, bring out, tell them to go and bring out the lobster. Bring out the calculator. So let's see, that would be 2,733. 2,700. Oh, come on, type it in, boy. 2,733 divided by 3. 911 votes. Where am I going? I'm lost. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 911 primary votes to go and equal 2,733 votes. But there's also passive votes in there too. So even still, if we get those primary votes, granted that's a lot of primary votes, passive votes are also equally important. I'm very sure that the fairy's got a lot of passive votes, because let me think. Do I have? Let's see. It was 189 times 3, and then let's see, minus 971. So 404 passive votes as well. So we got 404 passive votes, and we jumped over 70 places. I'm sure that we can go and make that extra stretch to go and add another 50 places onto our roster. Now, here's the thing. apparently from what I've heard, from what I was been told on 4chan/JP, is that, oh, hello there, is that, this was apparently a historic jump. I might be wrong. I might be being fed false information, from Ayashami Maru herself, but apparently this is the largest jump ever had into polls, and the previous one was the Sanyo, vote rigging situation. So, we managed to go and outbeat voter fraud. How does that make you feel, guys? We managed to outdo voter fraud. Campaigning works, boys. That's all I can say. Also, we had 9 works of fan works, most of them being me. But here we go. We got our fairy being blocked out by Letty Whiterock. But look at that numeral change. 166 in 2023, 171 in 2024, and 101 in 2025. Can we make a spot number 50 for 2026? I think so. I was pretty confident by saying that we are going to meet our goal, and we did. We met our goal. Granted, 1 point off, but I'm still counting it as a win. So, with that, I think that's enough chortling on about Vote Fairy stuff. Granted, we still have a bunch of other characters that still need a little bit of love, as well as also the vote in general needs to be changed up. This year, the intention of adding in the new edition of the first vote costing 3 points helped Vote Fairy Initiative by a lot. Granted, it didn't help the vote overall, as you could tell. Look at those consistent numbers. Very consistent numbers, other than Cerno, I guess. But still, I guess if you comparison from last year to this year, the only one who had really much of a dramatic change was Koichi Kumeshi. And everyone else, same space, same space, same space, same space, same space. Everyone's just in their same space. We don't have any real new characters other than Hatata no Kokoro that has gotten like a high ranking place. That's kind of just disappointing, but it's just how it is, I guess. Meanwhile, we are on our own. We're on our own tirade, trying to go and ensure that we can go and get Fairy as far as we possibly can, which is generally the goal. My goal for next year will be 50, but if we can go and surpass that, hell, we could go all the way. But for now, that's where we're going to leave off on Vote Fairy. Let us go to the tablet where we can go and do our conclusion art and, well, Vote Fairy stuff. So, let us go to the tablet where we get Inception. Look at that Inception. All right. Let me see. Chortling the other win. Yes, of course. We will be chortling all the way. Actually, you know what? In fact, let me go and check something very quick. Let me go to 4chan. I need to go to 4chan /JP. Where are you at? Japanese otaku culture. Catalog. Where is it at? Did the thread die? Nope, there it is. The Vote Fairy Initiative thread. All right. So generally, I'm going to let us go into this thread. Wait, actually, let me go and check to see if everything's safe. Just got to make sure that there's nothing like that's going to kill my stream. Hide post. And hide this post. There we go. So, let's go and take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at 4chan. Where are we at on the screen? Back to the main screen very quick. So, here on 4chan, we'll scroll up from bottom to top, but we got a lot of support here. So, for example, it's kind of just like we got people that are just saying, just like, we can't allow a big drop next year. We have to show the fairies that we are here to stay. Very impressive. 186 people gave fairies #1 vote. But what will fairies give 186 people? So what did they say? Just confused. Here's the translation right here. Voted for them and only them. Which one of you dummies made a bunch of emails to rig the contest? I doubt that. I doubt that. Yes, we have gotten tipsy fan art. There is some tipsy and generic fairy fan art, which I very much appreciate. Let's see. Fairies are a renewable energy source. As long as nature continues to exist, a renewable energy source and inspiration, which allows one to tap into hidden energies. Okay. But your usual 4chan responses. We even got some people posting my tipsy art here. Yeah. Anyways. Woe, fairy be upon ye. Thank you, MTB. Anyways. Alright, now we can head over to the tablet. Tablet time. Tablet time, we draw fairy. We draw fairy. Let's go. Let me see. Where did you guys go? Okay, there we go. You're getting flashbang by YouTube. 500 unnamed fairy. I think fairy was my 4th or 5th vote. You see, it shows that the passive vote also has power in it as well. It's like what I said. Voting fairy is optional. It's your choice of whether you want to go and vote fairy or not. But obviously it was my recommendation that you do. So, generally, if you voted for fairy, well, vote for fairy is a vote for fairy. Very simple and put. I'm going to go and take the tipsy grilling image. I like the tipsy grill image because this tipsy's standing up straight and she's facing forward. Alright, we'll go with this. I'm going to get rid of the grill. I already had Borgars today. It's Labor Day, by the way, everyone. It's Labor Day. I'm going to do a save as. I'm going to save this one as vote cheer 1. I'm going to make multiple versions of it so I could go and edit it in MS Paint. Draw the fairies soloing fiction. Forced to vote fairy via blackmail. Silence! No, you weren't. You weren't blackmailed. You weren't blackmailed. Stop lying. Stop spreading misinformation. You're trying to gaslight my audience. Alright, first things first. I'm going to get rid of this. We don't need this. We don't need that burger. Alright, so let us go and get our circle on. Get our circle game on. Let's get it going. Fighting Lunarian with unmatched power of the sun. Yes. Fight the Moonies. I'm going to go to the super sketchy circle today. I don't feel like doing perfect circles, but I feel like sketching. I did some IRL drawing recently. First time in a while. I was doing like some kind of art contest at a convention that I know I'm going to lose. But who cares? Who cares? In fact, I should probably show it. I should probably share it, but I'm not sure if I have it on my computer. Do I? Do I have it on my computer, or is it on like Discord? You just saw one of my mods. Oh no, it has been revealed. I talked to my mods on Discord. Anyways, where is it at? I think it might be your art. I could save it. Where are you at? I must find this Reimu that I drew. I drew a Reimu. But it's a redraw, so it's not really too impressive. It's just I did it on paper, and then I inked it, and then I forgot to save it. I forgot to take an image of it. Let's see, where is it at? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It did disappear? Oh no, it's not. There it is. Let me save this. Saving to... we'll save it to this, I guess, since I did draw it. I did make it. I did do it. I did a do. Cracker. Alright. And then I put it up here. Flashbang, by the way. Let me see. Scale fitting. Is there a way that I could just, like, throw images in and not have them, like, take up the entire freaking screen? Jeez. But there we go. I made this Reimu. It's the rocket jumping, like, soldier Reimu. Obviously, this isn't a complete version of it, but it's still a Reimu. You just can't see it as much because, well, I didn't ink it yet. Once I inked it, then you could see the Reimu. I made it with colored pencils and stuff, so it's cool, right? I'm gonna shrink it. Shrink it, put it somewhere over here. There we go. Time to start overcrowding my screen. Yeah, there you go. Whoa, amazing. Great art, thank you. Beggar's Bazooka, indeed. Yeah, there's supposed to be like smoke and stuff coming out of it as well. But obviously I didn't draw it yet because I wanted to make sure I had everything in place prior to, prior to inking it. So I wanted to go and draw the line work for like the smoke last. Let me see. But generally, now that Vote Fairy's done, obviously first things first, I need to get back onto my animation stuff. I've been easing my way back into doing animation again. I don't know why. I kind of just like mentally fell out of it for a little while. But I'm back on it again. I am currently in the works of something new. So hopefully by November or December, it should be out. So there's that. I'll be getting something out this year. Great. But generally, yes, I am still an animator, obviously. I just have a thing that's called work that gets in the way of everything. I'm going. What's that? Real life? Yes, real life. Let me see. Let's go and get this. I want to go and bend her back a little bit. Also want to get that transparent section going on. Don't want to go and have any mishaps. No mishaps. But also, speaking about streaming stuff, I still have other things I need to stream, things I need to return to. Obviously, I did not return to Misty as Izakaya in August due to some internet conundrums that happened in July. Granted, I still have some internet problems. Apparently, there was a modification on my telephone pole in the backyard, but I'm not quite sure if Cox fixed it all the way because I still get blips inside my internet connection. So we got a new plan and an upgrade and a new modem, and I'm hoping up with a combination. I'm throwing nuclear bombs at my problem and hoping that it gets solved. But if they are solved, that's good. That's a good thing. I'm perfectly fine with that. But the thing that is also, it means that we can do more Gensokyo Odyssey. We can continue on Gensokyo Odyssey. I could also do more drawing education streams. I know that some of you people actually like those and learn from them. So look forward to those. I want to go and do some art philosophy. So if there's one thing I like, it's art philosophy because it helps you grow the most if you can understand it. And I can help, and I'm very good at trying to make people understand it in a sense. So I plan to do another art education stream probably this month in September. That's one of the things I have planned. Obviously, finishing Gensokyo Odyssey, that's another thing I have planned. Returning to Misty Izakaya, yes, that is definite. Maybe some more Team Fortress 2. But other than that, we will have some. Once I'm done with Gensokyo Odyssey, we will have some other games coming down the pipeline. What are they? I don't know yet. But I hope whatever they are, they will be fun and they'll be interesting, and I hope I can entertain you with them. But as also when it goes for Vote Fairy will be put on hiatus until December or January of this year and or next year. It's gonna get one leg up. Gotta get a leg up in life. Let's go move this. Equate heights. Don't mind me, I'm locking in just a little bit. I gotta go and get focused on these legs because they're looking a little weird. Alright, there we go. I didn't know you did art education streams. Should I be there for that? If you want to learn on how to, like... It's kind of like... If you're interested in drawing and you want to go and, like, get better at it, it's kind of like, if you want, you can watch them. If you feel like it helps you, then that's good. Generally, I did have a focus of becoming an art teacher, but I did not have the credentials to become one. Alias, I did not feel like spending an extra 2 years in college to go and get a stupid education degree just so I could go and teach something that I already know. So, generally... when it comes to teaching art, I do have some enthusiasm for it, because I have taught people in the past. I have taught some college classes. I've taught some college classes. I've taught some high school classes. I've taught some grade school classes. I kind of done my rounds when it comes to doing the education stuff. So it's kind of just like, hey, you know. This is like education, but more sleek and relaxed. I like to go and cut the bullshit that a lot of art classes love to go and do. We're not painting bowls of fruit. I can tell you that. We're not doing cheap anatomy. We're doing things that we are interested in. In case, if you want to know, I'm doing what I'm interested in. I like drawing like chibi-style characters and anime girls. So, I mean, take it as you may. But, the stream that I plan on doing, it will be a philosophy of trying to go and look back on your older drawings and figure out how can you improve. I like sheep anatomy. What do you mean sheep anatomy? What do you mean sheep? What? Sheep? What are you talking about, sheep? I hope I catch that stream later this month. Don't worry, I'll make an announcement on it. I'll make it, like, so people can act like... Where most streams, I normally just kind of just willy-nilly pop in, pop out kind of a deal. I think with the education ones, I will actually make announcements on them because I feel like people are very interested in those. So, if they want to go and learn on how the facets of certain techniques and whatnot that I can go and share and do, and you can also pick up from, yeah, that's what I plan. How much does it cost? Absolutely nothing. My art class taught nothing, but ceramics, unironically, learned most of my art from my film class. Oh, okay. But ceramics, unironically, learned the most. What? Kappas, what are you doing here, Kappas? What are you doing here, Kappas? You and your angry face. Are you angry because Fairy did well? I bet you're angry. Just like Eddie Bird. Eddie Bird was not too happy. Oh, man. Imagine being freaking Eddie Bird where his favorite character is Momoyo. And Momoyo got outbeat by fairies by 1 point. 1 point, Kappas. Can you believe that? Eddie Bird wants to... he probably wants to kill me. But anyways, let us continue on drawing our funny fairy doing her funny celebration. Capish! Let me see. I should do 2 hands on it. Let's go and get that wrist in there. Yep, there we go. The goat! I'm gonna get these arms in a better position. Gotta stretch them out just a little bit, just a little bit. Don't mind me, Kappas. I'm just doing my standard bullshit in MS Paint. There we go. Let's go and get this big ass bottle in hand. I'm drawing Tipsy, and she's gonna be celebrating getting 101st place. It's like that one image of the guy getting third, and he's just going all out because he got third. I like that type of philosophy. You take the lose, but it's still a win. It's a win in your eyes. That's a winner's attitude. Winner's attitude is best attitude. Unless if you're like an asshole, then maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. That's around the correct height. Yeah. Just gonna fix the back of the head though. It's a little bit awkward, a little orange shaped. I do too. It's about your PB. What? It's probably something that I said and then I entirely forgot because I drew a blank. I never understood why people thought that meme was depicting a negative thing. Oh, okay, we're talking about that. Okay. I don't know why I drew a blank. I have the memory of a goldfish. But if you're super overzealous and you're going off, then yeah, maybe that's thing going too far. PB, personal best. Ah, yes. Maybe I should draw her doing a fist bump. What would that look like? Or like fist pumping. I think that would look better. And then I just move the bottle down a little bit. But then I also move her arm up a little bit higher. Okay, we'll do that. We could do that. We could do that. We'll try it actually first. We'll do this. Move this arm right here. Let her do a little bit of Picasso. Yes, I wish to go and make sure that all my joints can be seen from every single angle in the way and high perspective. This is mucho gudo. Very good. Mucho bueno. Now, obviously, we do have unrealistic goals when it comes to Vote Fairy. One of the most unrealistic goals that I could possibly ever imagine is the fairy dethroning Cerno. That would be the most hilarious thing ever. That would create so much waves in the fandom. Oh, hello there, Sincx. That would create so many waves in the fandom. It would be insane. Just a generic fairy outdoing the Baka. And then practically the quote would be, who's the strongest now? The strongest has been defeated, dethroned by a Goomba. By the way, that's kind of how I see the mob fairies. I see them as practically like the Goomba of the game. So Be it as you may. That's how I see him. I'm gonna go and fix this wine bottle and get rid of this arm. There you go. Cut this. I'm gonna get that arm back. I might need to rechange the angle of this wine ball though. Yeah, it's gonna suck, but whatever. Whatever, I could always redo it. Let's move that over here for right now, just in case I want to go back. Fist, hand. Okay, positioning like that. Alright. Sometimes when you do hands, you gotta go and do the handiwork yourself. I figure out where the frick do your fingers go. Anyways. Can you hold on, Joe? I'm playing League of Legends. No, get out of here. You play League of Legends? Bro, that's cringe. You play League in this current year of our Lord of Hakure? Jeez, man, jeez. And here I thought that you were respectable. You play League? What are you, Canadian? Gotta throw Canada under the bus somehow. Just like, oh yeah, hey, can you hold on to playing League of Legends? I'm playing League of Legends. I can't watch the stream. We have modern bad games like R6 or Valorant to suffer anyway, and now... Bro, I'm catching strays. I'm Canadian. Ah! 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 It's... throwing shade on Canada. Bro. Okay, fine. Hashtag not all Canadians. Just some. There we go. Let's get these feet. Get the legs. Get the drip on. Because hopefully if I'm fast enough, this should not be the only character we're drawing today. We'll be getting some other waifus in here. Because we gotta draw a sandwich, so... Oh God, fix her leg. What's wrong with her leg? What is wrong with her leg? It is only severed slightly. She's in pain. Nonsense. Here, let me help you with that. Let me help you with that. Just alright. Oh yeah, speaking of maniacal laughter, I did do something at a con recently. Not only did I do an art competition, I also participated in some kind of voice acting competition, so there's something like that. That's cool, right? Voice acting's cool, right? People like voice actors, right? Ah. But yes, I did do a VAing competition, and I hope I win. I hope I did it good. I did it in front of like 100 or so people, and I got people to clap, so that was cool, right? It was cool. Actually, it was really cool because it was freaking freezing in that room. I was getting the shivers. Normally, when you're in Arizona, you don't expect to go and get the shivers. But then again, I guess when you're locked inside like a freaking building, giant hotel for a convention, yeah, it could get kind of chilly in there. Vote Fairy. Anything else decreases your sanity. Yes. Alright, let's go and get drawn this fairy. Get the torso on. Get them shoulders. I think the advantage of drawing Tipsy is that she has puffy sleeves, so I don't have to do like a direct connection on her shoulders. So I guess it makes things a little bit easier, I guess. Especially when she wears a big skirt. She wears a big floofy skirt. So I don't have to draw her legs 100% of the time. I just need to figure out good foot placing. That's pretty much it. There we go. Get them shoulders. Tipsy's flexing. She's flexing on her adversaries. You ask yourself what the fairy doing. Everyone always asks what's the dog doing, but no one asks what the fairy doing. Let's see. Here we go. Ah, there you go. Yep. We got our fist. We got our fist pumping the fist. Oh no. Will she make a rap video that flexes on even further? No, but I think if I were to go and make like a music video, that would go and like really go and amp up Vote Fairy. If I were to go and make like some kind of music video that can promote Vote Fairy. The voting for Fairy will continue until morale improves. Yes, we must continue on voting Fairy. Always vote Fairy. All right, there we go. That was a good one shot right there.
focus on that bottom section.
Obviously, there was also a lot of like art support as well. That's another thing I do plan to do. I want to go and do a big Vote Fairy collab for next year, and it will involve getting hopefully some JP artists in here. I also heard that the creator, or not really creator, Zu's creator, the what do you say, mangaka of the what manga was it? What manga? I need to go to Discord because Con Artist is the one that had the information on it. Let me see. Toko ni tanda. Clash House. Yes. It seems as if the mangaka for the Three Fairies manga has 2 fairy OCs. Is it open or closed? What, the vote? No, the polls are closed. But the fairy collab has not started yet. It will not be planned until April of next year. So April 2026. But generally, I want to go and try and see if I could go and get the mangaka for the Three Fairies manga on the board with so said collab project, because he himself, or he or she, whatever they are, I'll just presume everyone's a man on the internet, but anyways, the mangaka Makoto Hirasaka has 2 fairy OCs, and I'm very sure that this artist would be very enthused to go and do something that involves their fairy OCs. So I'm just like, hey, this would be a good idea. Good idea for Vote Fairy to go and convince an official Touhou manga artist to go and join in on my funny little, what do you say, campaign, I guess. The fairy collab? Yeah, pretty much. I lost. It's all thanks to you. You're welcome. We did amazingly, but next year we must push even further. Fairy supremacy must be established. Indeed, fairy supremacy must be ensured. It must be secured. I'll probably be trying to go and spend some time coming up with some new slogans. Now, when I was at the con, I'm not sure if you guys know who she is or who the other she is, but I did run into Mystical Lala, and I did also run into Punderful as well, and hopefully I managed to go and convince them on both voting Fairy. I know I convinced Lala on voting Fairy, and I hope she did vote Fairy. And Punderful was aware of the vote Fairy, but she didn't vote this year. Big Sag, but that's okay. That's okay. We still got very far, but I would like to go and see if I could go and convince her to spread the word of Vote Fairy. Getting another Touhou streamer would be a good idea. Just like another Touhou streamer that I think I know, he commissioned me before, Asprey FM. He is another Touhou streamer, but these are Westerners. I need to get some Easterners onto the project as well, primarily Japanese people. Now, the guy who's known for making SpongeBob adaptations of Touhou characters, he himself was a Vote Fairy supporter. Now, I'm not sure if he voted for Fairy or not, because I haven't talked to him in a while. I probably should ask him. But if I could convince him to go and do advertising for the Korean side, even better, because there's a fair size amount of Korean Touhou fans. Getting Mirai Someng to go and do Fairy support would be a good idea as well, though he is a little bit cloistered. But these are just a few creators that I can name off the top of my head. But obviously, it is a mere matter of convincing. And convincing is not easy, especially when it gets in the realms of trying to go and, like prioritizing another character over your best girl. So, granted, we already know that a lot of people did sacrifice their waifu votes for Fairy this year. Some people told me that they put their waifu as second choice. I was taken back by that because they actually managed to go and sacrifice. They sacrificed their waifu for the Fairy. And I was honored, very honored, to go and know that they're willing to go and do that. So, it's not easy. Not easy to go and convince an otaku to go and secondary their waifu for a mob. A mob character. But we love our mob characters. Mob characters are the things that hold the duct tape and bubblegum jerry-rigging of most mangas together. For that, if there are no mob characters, who will stand there awkwardly in the background with no face and hair covering their eyes? Who will shoot random bullets at you in very small bursts in multiple large numbers to go and create bullet curtains that are very unnecessary in like certain stages in Touhou? Exactly. The Fairy. That's just what the Fairy does. She's there to do that for you. Without fairies, there is no Touhou. Or at least the current iteration of Touhou. There's no fairies, there's no Touhou. But that's just me. It's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Drink some more water. I do have a little bit of a booster bomb on my table, known as some Arizona tea. Just in case, I could crack it open and get refreshed. It's better than water. It's water, but with sugar and some accent in it. Just like Fairy. It's like water, but better. I don't know how that relates to Fairy, but imagine it being something impressive and profound. There you go. Get that shoe in there. Or, as you could say, footwork, I guess. Get her big old clunky Converse in here. I don't think I made it big and clunky enough on that, but it should be okay. Just my opinion. I mean, it could be anything that holds Touhou together, really. I mean, obviously you got your Reimu and your Hakureis, and you got your Kirasames and your Marizas. But it's kind of like what I tell everyone. Fairies have been in practically every game since Touhou 4. And since Zune doesn't really acknowledge the PC98 games ever existing anymore, we can only really acknowledge modern games. And with the modern games, we got fairies in every single game. So it's kind of just like, if Reimu and Marissa are there, so will be the fairies. They are everywhere. Everywhere, I tell you. You can't get away from them. Because they're always going to be there in stage 1, willing to go and give you some starter points, as well as also shoot at you. So practically, you could say that the fairy is an EOSD character. What do you say? Just like, not, it's like an EOSD character, and a Touhou 10 character, and a Touhou 19 character, and a Touhou 20 character, because they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Oh.
I'm gonna scroll this out a little bit more. Oh. There you go.
Okay, I will vote fairy. Ha! Joke's on you. You can't vote fairy. The poll's already closed. But you could vote fairy next year, though. Just keep it in mind, because I'll advertise it again. Hello there, fellow chatter. Oh, hey, look, it's Jarge Barge. Just woke up. What's going on? We're drawing fairy. You already missed about like half of the stream where I discussed about the initiality and conclusion of the Vote Fairy Initiative project. There's a lot of initial stuff in here. It's like initial D, but with fairy. I guess it's more like initial F. But right now I'm drawing fairy. Holding a wine bottle, and the wine bottle's popping off, and all the fishy stuff's going everywhere. And, yeah. There'll be confused people around here. Okay, I'll vote fairy. Next time. Glad to know I could convince you. There were a lot of people that were saying, I did my part, I did my part, I did my part. I was very glad to go and see that. Especially on, like, Twitter and 4chan. And obviously YouTube. YouTube was a given. But the thing is, it's like, 4chan, I was expecting to get grilled. I was very much expecting backlash on 4chan, because 4chan's a chaotic place. But the Anons, they stood up. They stood up, they stood out. And they helped. Just like my YouTubes. You guys, my subscribers, my subscribbles. You guys helped in the Vote Fairy initiative. Without your help, we would not be talking about Vote Fairy right now. I would have said that Vote Fairy was a failure. And, you know, we gave it a go. That would have been it. That would have been it. I wouldn't have done it again. But, you know, due to the result, she's celebrating because she did this thing? Exactly. It's like, if we didn't do it, I wouldn't be celebrating right now. And we did it. So that's why I'm celebrating right now. We wouldn't continue it on next year. But here we are. We are doing it. We are going to do a 2026 Vote Fairy campaign. So you guys get hyped for what I have in store. Obviously starting in February, Fairy Fashion February, leading into April where I start doing a collab, and then in July we will have the big Fairy Push collab in order to vote Fairy. Get as many people to vote Fairy as possible. That is the idea. Get the Japanese's attention, get the Eastern community's attention, everyone's attention. That Fairy must win. We need to change the norm. Even though the top 10 norm was not changed, we could change the norm of the top 50. Maybe the top 70. Or maybe even the top 25. So, that is what I want to do for next year. It's where I want to go. You see something? All right. Grab a tippy. Grab another tippy. Get a tippy reference up in here. Vote Marissa instead, chat. You say that, Kappas, but Marissa got second place. What would you rather vote for? What would you rather vote for? Think deep down inside that empty pit that you call a heart, Kappas, and think. Who would you rather vote for? Marissa, someone who has always gotten either first place or second place or somewhere inside the top 3 for like ever since the beginning of time? Or would you go and vote for someone that's been in the franchise the entire time and always gets sidelined? Let me see. Vote Narzen. Actually, no. What did Narzen get? What did Narzen get? Narzen got 58th. 58th place. She went down by 4 places. Who stole her spot? Nue Hoju stole her spot. Damn. Vote Fairy or vote Cerno. Well, you see, vote Cerno is a different thing. Vote Cerno is a very particular goal, which is very hard to go and accomplish, because the whole goal is to go and get Cerno to 9th place, which he has never gotten. That'd be hilarious if she did. One year. But it seems as if this year it was stolen by Fujiwara Namoku. Also, might be too much to ask, but maybe if there's a game jam where it's the fairies against the Touhou gals, that may boost things further. Maybe. I don't know how to go and run something like a game jam. That'd be too much pressure for me. Too much for me to go and do. Because, well, I don't know how to make video games. I know how to play video games. I don't know how to make them. Do I need to know how to make them? I think I do need to know how to make them if I were to do a game jam, because it's like host would need to participate too, I guess. Locking in for the locks. What's a video game? What? 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 What do you mean? What do you mean? What's a video game? What? Eh? Eh? Oh, you can't just go and say that. You can't propose a game jam and say, oh, what's your video game? What you do, baby? What's your video game?
Evil. Evil.
Mods, kill this man. No. I would vote for Marissa, Jotun. The fairies do not deserve love. You know what? There's a comment. You know what? Let's go. We're going back to 4chan. We're going back to 4chan. I want to go back to 4chan very quick. 4chan. Vote Fairy Initiative. I gotta find it. Catalog. Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. All right, here we go. Look at this, boys. All right. I'm gonna screen cap this. Actually, no. Do it live. Bring it live. Do it live. Switch screens. Where's my screens? Main. All right, main. Look at this. Look at this. You see this? You see this? Someone commented this. This is the first comment I got. Will you vote fairy? No. Fairies are disgusting little vermin. The people who like them have a mental illness and need to be rehabilitated. This is Kappas. This is Kappas. This is Kappas. This man in our chat, that's him. He's the guy saying this. I got a strong feeling about it. I know. Only he is chaotic enough to go voice such an opinion. That was me, actually. Average 4chan pose. Send me that image. Or what? Was that you, Kappas? I swear to God if that was you. As to be expected. I'm gonna get that curl in there. He just responds to the laughing emote. Don't you laugh at me. Don't you laugh at my efforts. You mock my efforts. You mock my attempts. I'm dethroned. Insulted. Demeaned. Oh, man. But it's over, I guess. See. I'm out to watch her, but now it's just time to go and crack open the Arizona tea in the states of Arizona where this drink is made in New York. With lemon flavor. Ah, you hear that? You hear the cracking open. It's a little warm. It's a little warm. Probably should have threw it in the fridge. Oh well. Oh well. We like drinking hot tea anyways. Who actually likes drinking hot tea? I like drinking hot tea. Let me see. Let's get this hair. Let's go and wrap this around, go down. Collect right there. There we go. Hello, Mr. Joe Toon. So your plan not only to work it, also was noticed, noticed by Zune, I heard. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. We talked about it earlier in the stream of the commentary that Zune made about the Vote Fairy Initiative. Obviously, he didn't know what it was called, but he was very confused. And, he didn't know why people were voting for Fairy. But the hostess did notice that it was primarily Westerners that voted for Fairy. But it's a category that's there, Zune. It's there. So, Vote Fairy shall continue. What better way to go make a change and leave a mark in a community than to go and do a little bit of a fairy prank, you know what I mean. Fairy pranks are part of the blood and soul of that of the fairy. So without pranks, what does truly a fairy do? Get a curve in there, get a curve in there. I just want to go and make sure that we go and get our nice hair aesthetics. Get that nice split going down. Obviously, I did a lot of advertising at Touhou Fest as well. That does help. Now I think about it. Hello. So, how did the vote go again? I wasn't really paying too much attention because of a certain project of mine. Project Fumo into space. Koishi won this year. Of course, Koishi won. Reimu landed third. Marissa landed second. But Fairy landed 101st. Cerno was 10th. Yeah. That part was a little bit disappointing. I kind of wanted Cerno to get 9th place.
I think a lot of people did. Even Zune did.
Though I can say,
A lot of the fandom, they really don't have, like, much favoritism over the newer characters, I guess. Zune legitimately thought that, like,
Noreko Michigander was gonna go and get like a very high placing inside the rankings. He was wrong. Noreko wound up getting like 60th place. That kind of sucks. Ubame did horrible. Horrible. But as for some of the actually no, the other new girls were not on the roster because the game didn't come out yet. So unfortunately, they were not able to be added on in time. I would imagine if Cerno was 9th in the 9th, the fandom would pop off. Yes, they would.
a little bit smaller. Come on. There we go.
Papa boy, Papa boy. Papa Pino, Papa Pino. Alright. I think I got it. I got it. Good. I'm gonna move this fairy, because I need to keep her colors. Let's grab this, make that black, grab that, do it again. I don't know how that works, but sometimes it just does that. Fairy went up. Congrats. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It is to our combined efforts, not just me alone.
It is for those who have done their part. Contributing to Vote Fairy is the reason why Vote Fairy was so successful.
Next year, I guess the next step is wait for next year's vote? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, the next year's goal is obviously we wait for the next vote to come up and then we vote Fairy again. It is a very simple in nature idea, but the way of going up to that point is not. It is a matter of reconvincing, pushing, and gaining more interest in Vote Fairy. And like normal, it is a fan project. a Touhou project, as one might say, pun intended. But generally, no money is gained, no money is lost. This is generally just for the fun of it, nothing too serious. So generally, that's all that Vote Fairy really is. It's just a fun project for fun fairies. All right, there we go. Color this black. How would you make a Chen fan Vote Fairy? How would you make a Chen fan Vote Fairy? That is a very good question. How would I make someone who's a fan for Chen Vote Fairy? Well, I mean, generally, it's kind of like you could be a fan. You could still vote for Chen as your primary, and then put Fairy as your second, because your primary is 3 points and your secondary is 2 points. So that way, you could still vote for your favorite character and support Fairy on the side. Let's see. So I guess I contributed somewhat. Correct. You'll be correct. I only gave it 1 point. I may like the fairies, but my favorite will always be the goat, Yuma. I see. When will Tipsy become a marketable plushie? She is very marketable, in my opinion. That is something that I do have planned, but that's not for a very long time from now. If you see my subscriber numbers, I'm currently at like 36,000 subscribers, I think. 35? There's a big number there. I need the number to get bigger. I'm thinking probably 100,000. If I could reach 100,000 subscribers, yeah, but we'll consider on trying to go and get a marketable Tipsy Fumo constructed for people who want one. Because much like the actual Fumo lineup, there is no generic mob fairy in the lineup for Fumo. So getting a mob fairy Fumo would actually be probably a decent thing to put out there, especially if I could go and get Gift's attention. Speaking of subscribers, I just subbed. Thank you. Thank you, Project Fumo into space. What a name. Crazy name. Crazy. There you go. Let's see. There you go. Let's try and get these colors down. Ah, much better. Spoke too soon. I colored in the wrong part. Eh, it's okay. I can uncolor it. I can undo it. This has been undone and corrected. There you go. Let me see. Oh. Jirate Gaming is here. El Pepe. I will pay big money for a Tippy plushie. ETE sec. What? What? ETC. Crazy name for a crazy project that's real. Oh, you're gonna launch a Fumo into space? That's crazy. Something about a Katsune? Have you ever asked her in consent in being turned into a marketable plushie, or is this a hunter parenting? Oh boy. Oh no. 2040 when I plan to complete this project by launching a Raisin Udongan Inaba Fumo into space. Cerno Fumo is planned to launch on a demo launch. Interesting. Jotun, how many Tipsies do you think I can fight? I believe I can beat around 10,000 Tipsies before going down. I mean, you go to the gym, so you're at least physically fit and up to the task of fighting some fairies. Fairies in the lore from Heida no Akyu, someone who hates fairies, by the way, just like you do. Apparently a adult male can go and easily outstrength a fairy. But I'm not quite sure about how it would deal with fairies in numbers. Because you see, a lone fairy by itself, if you're 1v1ing a fairy, you can easily do it. I'm very sure you could beat up a fairy Kappas. But if you're facing off 10,000 Tipsies, I think you might die. just a bit of a hunch. You might need to crunch those numbers down a bit. Unless if you have like Danmaku abilities like Reimu, maybe you might be pushing it. But I don't think you have Danmaku. It would be barehanded or with a weapon. I don't know. Kappas didn't define it. He did not define it. I would use a Tipsy as a nunchuck in GG's from... So you get your hands on a Tipsy and then swing her around. Like a nunchuck, I guess. Like what you said, right? Swing her around like a nunchuck. And then try to beat up the other fairies. Remember what Tipsy can do. Tipsy can go and form a flower... Oh, what did I do? What? Oh, I moved. Here. There you are. I was like, wait, where'd I go? Where'd I go? Tipsy can go and form a flower staff and can turn into a polearm, so... it also gets really sharp, so I'm not quite sure on how well that would work. Also, she could shoot bullets herself, so... She could still shoot bullets. Even though she does die a lot, she could still shoot. Fairies may be small, but they're quite strong. I heard that one fairy is the strongest. Also, who needs Danmaku when you could launch them into space? Correct. Or at least it sounds like in your notion, very correct. I could tough it up. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Sounds like a Kappas over here is going to need to go and train in the gym a little bit more before he could go and best those fairies. An army of blue fairies. There we go. Let's get those ties on there that I never put on, even though she's supposed to have them there. I never do. Oh, wait, no. I put them right here. What? Maybe I'm having a Mandela moment. Let's see. What shall I color this wine bottle? Make it a dark purple. There we go. And then we'll put some labeling on it. I'll make it like a dark royal green. Get that nice green in there.
Gold accent as well, obviously.
We'll put some scribblies on there too. I don't think I need to put the bottom part. But I will put the golden accents on there because I like golden accents.
Get that lining. Come on, come on. There we go.
And then, do orange or red? Do red. Go deep. Just put some scribbles on there. Or, what is it? Seltzer, Vino. We'll do. There we go. I put Murano on there. Murano. Oh, actually, wait. I don't think I spelled it right.
M.
There we go. Murano brand. What's up, guys? Chicken. Eh? I have 2,000. Was it $2,000? 16.5 knife. Oh damn. Also the ability to shoot bullet. Ain't bragging. That sounds like you're bragging. I mean, you got a $2,000 knife. That's at a very distance of length. Anyways, the project of mine starts next year. Hoping for a launch on the third quarter of 2026. Interesting. Well, I hope that you can make a strong enough rocket in order to go and launch into space and hopefully not blow up a Fumo. What about fairy that can blow up pancakes with the power of my fooing pancakes? Oh dear. Is Tipsy being tipsy, or is it grape juice? I don't know. But I'm going to have to reposition this logo because I wanted to go and line up with the Murano. So. I need to go and reference the other
Assister in the campaign, Mr. Seven Murano. 7 of 7 of 7 to the power of 7 Murano.
He was a huge contributor to the project. He made a lot of
tipsy art during the time. He also helped spread the word.
There was another artist as well. His name is I think Comics. He also made a lot of tipsy art. Those are just a couple of artists I can name off the top of my head. Who else? Who else spread the word tipsy? Oh, there's a artist on my Discord. His name is Cachito. He made a lot of tipsy art.
Just general fairy promotion, which I can appreciate.
As well as also any other anons that managed to go and make art for promoting fairy. So, beautiful, indeed. Let's see. I will bet 1 penny it's Zune beer. Dang, I lost a penny. I can't believe I lost a penny. Beautiful. Chicken. Can't believe that Jotun turned Murano into a bottle of Vine. Record. Record the Fumo launches. Yes, that would be a good idea. It would be a good idea to go and record the Fumo launches. Granted, you would be losing your Fumo. It would be a sacrifice of Fumo. I would be kind of sad, but also proud at the same time that we have people inside this fandom that are willing to go and launch their Fumos in the frickin' space.
Alright, gotta go and draw the splashes. And then after I will do like something like this.
Because I know, like, when the wine bottle pops, it kind of just slushes everywhere. So it's like very slushy looking water.
Put the little cork going flying off into the air. I'll make the mushroom one. I like mushroom cork.
Desaturate. Move it towards yellow. Increase brightness. I'm currently installing Windows XP onto my netbook right now. Interesting. Cachito mentioned. What's wrong with Cachito, Kappas? Are you afraid of him? That's the plan. I'll try and stream those launches when they happen. Starting small, of course, and then advancing to the space shot rocket. The one that will actually be going to space in 2040. Why so long, though? That's a very long time to go and get to 2040. Like, 2040? Jeez. You see me, I'm more immediate. I got, like, freaking 2026 on my mind. You got 2040. Holy beans, man. Which food would be going in space? He said udongan, so clown piece would make the most sense. Something in Spanish. Something about Papa John's. Okay. John se fue así pizza. Llama el Papa John. What about Papa John's pizzas? Wait, what? I put Fumos on an antique battle rifle. That is the best I've ever did. Yes, I put a Fumo on a tank. I put Fumo on tank. There you go. That's the most I did. But I forgot to take a picture of it. Actually, I did put some Fumos on some military vehicles. That's not just a tank, but you know, you get the picture. Military vehicles and Fumos, they kind of go together. So. I'm gonna make this pink. How pink is this? It could be a little bit more desaturated. And then we go deep red.
Everything's all foamy, so I'm not quite sure on how much deep red I should put in there. But I will put in these little white spots that represent like bubbles and shininess.
Put some
A little bit of liquid on the bottom. brighter. It's supposed to be foam. It's not really looking like foam. It's more looking like gum. Yeah, it's still good. Oh yeah, I forgot about Discord. I haven't had to provide any updates on my project in a while. I brought my Fumos to a shipwreck. Yes, you did. I don't have any Fumos yet, sadly. I know, kind of strange considering my plans. Is there a community Discord? I will join and post a Fumo Garand. Yes, I do have a Discord, and I could probably share a link. I'll share a link right now. Here. Let me go and share a link inside in order to go and get some fresh blood into the Discord. Let me see. Invite people. Invite people. Copy. If I kill a Tipsy in a very horrible way, would the other Tipsies be scared? Or they like feral animals that don't care about each other should be put down? I think if you kill a Tipsy in cold blood, they would be shocked, but they would also get very angry. It would be probably like the equivalent of kicking a bee's nest. Here, I'll send it single link to the Discord. So for yous that want to go and hop in and take a look around, you can. I will be there. I'm there all the time. I'm there to go and chat with. And there's many other fun people on there. So I recommend that you go and take a look around if it suits your fancy. Just follow the rules, don't be rude, and don't be a freak. That's all I request. Alright, time to go and get Tipsy's face. She's super happy. I'm joining the server ASAP. Yeah, because if you want, you could go and share your progress on your project, because we do have a photo gallery. So if you take photos and whatnot, you could go and post your photos there. That also includes Fumo photos as well. It's primarily, I would say, maybe like an art-focused Discord. I think that's like the direction I want to go and take it. It's not really my Discord either. I kind of just stole it from Murano. It was Murano's Discord, and then Murano just kind of just gave it to me. Congrats on fairies reaching 70 points. Yes, 70 places up indeed. Tis it be a large achievement. Ever Harder Daddy joined the server. Wait, what? From last year. Yes. Yes. Gotta go put some hair coloring in there. That's not an eye drop tool. That's a magnifying glass. It's a magnifying glass. It's not a bathtub. It's not the beach. Alright. Let me check something very quick. Very quick. Yeah, we got some new people. Nice. Nice.
Because I know a lot of people, they always say, oh,
Is Tipsy tipsy? Well, maybe for once. Maybe she is in this image. Tipsy is tipsy because she is so happy. She's high in life.
so where can I send drawings that I made for my project? That would be in the Your Art section. So the Your Art section is dedicated for just things that you drew. We got a Touhou board and a general art section as well. That's generally just for stuff that you want to share. Like stuff that you find on Twitter or Blue Sky or anywhere really. Gamboru, 4chan, Reddit. I vote these pinups F for fairies. Excuse me. He's still in the other tipsy colors. I see you noticed me joining the server. Where do you have Fumo Grand posted? Twitter. Yes. This wrist is a little bit long. Hey, I'm gonna fix it. Just move it down a little bit. Gotta make it a little stubbier. That'll work. Aye, that'll do. Aye. Aye.
I just be the MS Paint life. One does not simply move things on a canvas. One must focus and figure out where the hell you put the damn thing at, and then you gotta scroll it and then rearrange everything. Oh, what a hassle it be. There we go.
Oh. There we go. Just clean up that outer area. Mucho bettero. She's looking cute. Awesome stuff. What did I miss? We're practically just drawing a bunch of tipsies. We're finishing up on our tipsy. Look at our tippy. She's a little bit misproportioned, but that's okay. That's okay. We could deal with misproportioning our tipsies. Maybe making her head a little bit bigger, because this head's rounder, this one's not. So I'll fix the top of her head. I gotta fight my demons! Gotta make the top part of her head a little bit rounder. Because I have this weird tendency of making her head too flat. And I don't know why. I've been trying to go and iron that out, but for some reason I
I always make her head a little bit flat, and I don't know why. Maybe because she's missing, she's lacking in brain. Maybe she has a smooth brain. But then again, she can't really have a smooth brain because she plays shogi. She's good at it, so maybe I have a smooth brain instead. Maybe it's me. I'm the one with a smooth brain. There you go. She's celebrating. I have sent 3 rocket drawings I have made for my project. Nice. Which fairy do you like better, chat? Blue or red? Jotun, are there tipsies? Are the tipsies like rabid dogs? Or do they coordinate with each other? They would coordinate with each other, Capish. Because they're fairies. They're not like... They're creature-like. They're not like actual creatures. They're more like creature feature. So far, my project has there are drawings, so it's at its beginning phases. A fairy hive mind. I think a fairy's more like organized military, but you know you could do hive mind. You could do hive mind. La criatura. All right, this looks better. This looks better. Here, I'm going to save that very quick. All right, let's go and get some wings on her. What on God's green earth are you? Get out of here. Boo, get out of here. Get out of here. You thing. I don't know what you are. You're like a little triangle. Triangle of not goodness. Alright, let's move you. I like how in the meantime Kappas is like trying to organize a plan on how to go and fight 10,000 tipsies. Yeah, see? All 10,000 of them. Oh. And now I'm out of Arizona tea and now I'm sad. But I do have a bag of limes in the kitchen, though. I went over to a family friend's house, and he has a key lime bush, and I got to collect some limes. So that's cool. It's like the green lemons, but this time they're limes. They're real. They're real limes. No green lemon bullshit. Talking about real shit. Limes. Key limes. I took a whopping bag full of them. So, there you go. Fairy militarization? Yeah, pretty much. Ah, the shape of this wing is throwing me off. There you go. I'll cave and go for that shape. Give me that bucket. Give me the bucket. Yeah. And I keep the bucket. Nah. There you go. We got our celebrating fairy.
Having a lime bush is busted. Fruit trees of any kind, really. Yeah. I have a lemon tree in my backyard, so it's kind of like once lemons are in season, you don't really need to buy lemons anymore. You get free lemons. They're just there. Turn the fairies against each other, Kappas, then you'll deal with the survivors. Hell yeah, brother. Collect limes. Yes. What am I doing? I'm trying to mobilize my fairy. There we go. I'll put it right here. And we don't need this fairy anymore. I am running a little bit late today. What time is right? It's 9:15. I might have to go and draw the other characters next time, but I could get the frames started, I guess. Or I could finish it off stream, whatever comes first. I got a disturbing amount of plums in my yard. Plums are good. That's a good thing to have. And then you could go and turn them into juice. That's what I would like to go and do. Just juice them. Get a juicer, and then juice them, and then with the pulp, you could I guess turn it into like something else. I don't know what you turn the pulp into. I guess maybe just fertilizer. you take the pulp, and then you just throw it back on the tree, and you say, "Here, tree, eat it. Eat the pulp. Take the nutrients back." When life gives you plums, you juice them, and then you give them back to the tree. 9 for you, it's 11 for me. Oh, I see. Cookie Slayer Sayori. Frogs go melm melm. Okay, bye. Peace. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to save this. And I guess we'll get started on our next character. Do I now have a... I guess I don't. Let me go and look it up. Gotta look it up. Looking it up. Where are you at? Images? Letty White Rock. Every time, that's so annoying. Brings up the Fumo first. What nonsense! This is a good image. Can I get this image? Open image in new tab. It is a WebP file. Cursed! Curses! Tis be a WebP file. Something that I cannot use in my own damn computer. But I can look at it at least. Let's see what it looks like. This is our reference. We got Letty. Look at that Letty. I'll try to go and draw Letty as fast as I can. But anyways, how do the Tipsies recognize each other? Do they recognize each other by smell or appearance? Both ways. What if I kill a Tipsy and use her skin to blend with the other Tipsies? I think the Tipsies would know because there's like 10,000 of them, so they would see. Also, I see that you're kind of starting to fall apart, Kappas. You're panicking. You're resorting to flaundry methods. Yeah, we're making a frick ton of jam to the point that we're running out of room. Jeez, that's at the point where you gotta like either give them away or you sell them. We live in the same time zone? That's weird. That's wild. Ew, WebP. Yeah, I know. WebP is evil. Yeah. AVIF and GFIF can rot in hell as well. Yeah. I agree with Nox. I agree 100%. Alright. Let's get our Letty started. So, we had this Tippy right here. And I'm going to go and try and get the size of her head as a reference. Because one thing that's difficult is trying to go and accurately scale your characters.
Ugh, what a pain in the ass it is. Let me see. What's the size?
Close. I am close. Close enough. All right, so here we go. Let's do some actual head scaling, shall we? Shall we? All right, let's see. Copy that. Stack those heads. Because Tipsy is like 4'3", so I can probably make Letty around like 5 foot. This would be a good Letty height, I think. Maybe I could shift him up a little bit higher. No, I can't. No, because I would make her too tall. I would make her too tall. Up it. No. And then what I want to do, I'm going to go and do this. Just going to take a bar. There we go. Don't need you anymore. Cut that. Alright, and then we'll use another bar. Go straight from the floor. Let me see. Do you think Tipsies are bioluminescent like horn sharks and platypuses? No, I do not think the fairies are bioluminescent. Wriggle, on the other hand, maybe. She is a night bug. I think I should draw more Touhou stuff in the future. Well, I mean, if you're on the Discord, that is definitely where you can find Touhou stuff. We are populated by Touhou artists, including the chaotic guy in chat. Kappas is present in that Discord. So you better watch out. You better not cry, because Kappas is there to go and cause a stir. And post hippos. Lots and lots of hippos. I'm gonna I think I'll draw Letty just standing there proudly, knowing that her position, but also probably doing like a winky look at Tipsy with her arms crossed. I think that'll be good. That'll be a good position for her. Eyes are looking that way. I think it should be like a shunned look, so chin up, going slightly up, looking down. So it's almost like a Seguya pose. Let me see. Fuck
Oof. Oh, geez. Chat just moved at 1 billion miles an hour for a couple seconds. Oh, dang it. Cafis, as a civvy, the best you could do is a hybrid of duck hunting and drone warfare using Type 5 lead bird shot and pump or semi-slowly taken down stragglers, lone individuals that are solo. House doth thy arrive to thine Discord that has been mentioned. If you scroll up in chat, there should be a link. Let me see. Joe Tunathis Commodus the second. How much can Tipsy hold her breath underwater? I wouldn't know, cause she's never really been in the water. She has a small creek out in front of her house. I know that. Who's worse, Capus, the Fairy Slayer or me, who's launching Touhou characters into space? Scroll up if you can. Yep. Into space, many thanks. You're welcome. Or in small groups and doing silent night raids, taking one from the big group. Remained. I think. Like the Gurkhas did. Oh God. I think what the simulation of what Kappas is getting himself into is like a gladiatorial battle. So I don't think any of this strategy stuff is gonna work. Bro's trying to pit himself in a gladiatorial battle against 10,000 tipsies. I don't think our boy's making it out. There we go. She died immediately, I guess. I mean, I guess what I could always say about getting to Lady White Rock, it is a good sign because it's like a perfect cherry blossom character, a stage 1 boss. That's reaching it right there. You're reaching it. Also surpassing Momoyo, an EX boss. EX bosses are pretty famous. They're pretty popular. So, achievements upon achievements upon achievements. All about Vote Fairy. So good, so wonderful. Probably doing a little bit too much sketching, but you know, we sketch it up in here. I'm a sketchy guy. Keck. All right. 10,000 tipsies versus 1 gorilla. It says Project Fumo Fumo into space just landed on the welcome tab here. Perfect RNG jam. Alright, let's go and get our leg work up in here. and feet. Shoes. She has like the sock shoes. I think she's wearing like Zori's or something like that. I forgot what they're called. All I know is that they're sock shoes and they look funny. It's part of Zun's old design. If Zun made Letty in current year, she'd have bare feet and I would be just saddened. Because no sock shoes, I'd be sad. Now Zun just draws characters with bare feet. I don't get it. How's she looking? Torso's looking a little bit too long. Or a little bit too short, I mean. Let's go and fix those legs then. Keep on going, go shorter. There we go. Neck is a little bit too long now, but no issue. Rescaling is always a thing. Always a thing. I'm just gonna wait that back up. Let's fix the size of her waistline. We'll just redo her neck. Even though it's going to be covered by her turtleneck. Lol. Anyways, let's see. Amazing. Hopefully all my rockets can land safely. I think the most effective way of defeating the Tipsy army is by finding a Fumo plush spell card. What about Master Spark? That would work if you have a Master Spark, but I'm not sure if you would have one. If you're like Yuka or Marissa, maybe. Actually, that reminds me, my first rocket in my project will be Igniter Spark, which is named after the Master Spark. Jotun, what if I'm a beast that to funk? What if I'm a beast that to funk music, and can activate noradrenaline on command? I think I could kill the Tipsies very easily. Octopus. Just dancing octopus. You need tactics to war with any Touhou character. I will believe I will be in your Discord lingering as a nasty Okay. I'm a beast that listen to funk music. Angry. Angry. Okay. Whatever you say, Kappas. Whatever you say. I'm sorry, Kappas, though. I think you might actually, I think you'll lose to the fairies. You might lose to the fairies. You're coping too much. I can feel it inside your text. I'm gonna lower her leg, her knees and inseam just a little bit. Or no, inseam's good. Inseam's good at it's at a good area. Just a bunch of shiny coins and bug zappers. Oh, just bring it. Oh, attach a bunch of shiny coins and bug zappers. You're gonna need some big bug zappers. Let me see. Get those shoulders down low. One hand tucked in. We'll put this hand facing out. Draw the area for plot. Plot thickens. There we go. Alright, now let's go and get our lighty going. Who would win, Jotun? 10,000 Tipsies! Or a nuclear bomb directed straight to their nest?
So you're saying... also their nest. What is this? In nuclear war, nobody wins. Because war never changes.
Kappas just gave up and started using nuclear weapons. He can't beat the fairies. He had to go resort to nuclear weapons to go and end this war. This great fairy war.
I win, actually. No, you don't. No, you don't. Cope, Seeth, Bald. You look like the payaso in the end. Oh, hello there, Kappas. Oh, wait, you're not Kappas. You're Jarge Barge. Whoops. Did I just mistake Kappas for being Jarge Barge? Whoops.
Get the shapes in there. Alright.
What are her sleeves like?
Yeah, I guess they're like fluffy, flowery sleeves. Snowy. Snowy.
Damn hair. Get in my eyes.
Get in my eyes. Ruin my days.
Is that Letty White Rock with plot? Oh god, it's coconuts. It's coconuts. He's in the chat. What happens if I make an OC? That her only ability is to kill 1,000 Tipsies. It all went up there.
Kappas is trying to devise a plot to go and kill Tipsy, or at least 1,000 of them. Thousands must thousands must ferry. Kappas is all about trying to murder Tipsies in the millions. Me, I'm all about having grilling. I'm all about grilling. The Tipsies, they must grill. They must make infinite hamburger.
Alright, so she's got like a funny like wrap around. Is this like an apron? I can't tell what it is. It's me to see how
good it is. Oh, yeah, sure you are. Sure you are, Thighs. Shut up. Puto mamas, yeah! Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ranking Our Touhou-Seas. Coconuts has arrived. I don't like that. It needs to dip down more. Puff it out that way. Making the floofy skirts. Nothing better than floof. I like floof. Floof is good. But having consistent floof shape, yes, that's even better. There we go. Let's get that shape in there. Let's get that good shapes. I think this isn't the first time I've drawn Letty White Rock. I've drawn Letty White Rock before in the past. But this is just the most recent time I'm drawing her. Why is the coconuts talking big Bone King in medieval times? What? I question people sometimes. Wait, I'm third place in chat? I haven't yapped that much, have I? You kind of have. You kind of have. Though Cap is here, he's been very chaotic. I'm surprised he's not number one. Gloria, uy dear, son, Zalava. When I see shit that I don't understand in chat, I try my best to go and read it. I don't know why, I just embarrass myself. It's like cracking open an egg. I see the egg, I don't want it on my face, but I just wound up saying, you know what, you know where that egg should go? It should go on my face. Here, let me go and embarrass myself. Also, I think I made her calves too big. I'm going to shrink them down a little bit. Alright, there we go, there we go. Got yum music playing in the background. What nice music it is. Brought to you by someone 45,356 on YouTube.com. Totally not an advertisement to go and subscribe to him. Alright, let's go and finish drawing her Zori. Are they called Zori? I might be thinking of something else. All I know is that it's the funny sock shoes. I'm also like face-to-face contact with my tablet right now. I'm shrimping so hard. You cannot believe on how hard I'm shrimping. If I were to make fried rice, they'd call it shrimp fried rice because they would say a shrimp made this rice, and you'd be correct because I would have made it. I'm the shrimp man. Glory to the honor of Slavs. The stage music triggers my PTSD. I hate Yobo Kampaku. Hey, you know, just because you're bad at PCB doesn't mean that it has to go give you PTSD. Or is it PCB PTSD? I don't know. Something similar to Slav. Jotun, who would win? The 10,000 Gypsies or by 4x4 Raptor 2024? Kappas. Kappas. They can fly, Kappas. They can fly, you fool. They just have to go up. They would see you incoming, and all they need to do is increase their latitude. Alright, there we go. ZSU 23. Chica in the questions. It does, Joe. You know this. You saw me fail miserably against Yobo Kampaku. A compact Yobo Kampaku in your pocket. Gotta go and throw that guy in there. A man who truly understands the grind. Respect, respect. Gotta go and get that crazy wavy hair up in here. Let me see. How does that hair even work? Ah! I'll fix it up. Kappas, they fly. They also have a heat signature. Just use an AIM 9 Sidewinder. What is this? Too small heat signature. Are you drawing fairies? I was drawing fairies, but right now I'm drawing Lady Whiterock. I would put an example on screen, but the internet said otherwise, and it gave me a WebP file, so... Let me see. I'm probably gonna. I'll fix her hair up a little bit better. I could do better than this. I like the waviness, but I feel like it's too much wavy. Too wavy. This looks a little bit better. Ah, get off of me. Lady White rocking her massive hitbox. Indeed. Just use the Gaul 8 Avenger. The interwebs. Fumo Fumo into space. Fumo Fumo on your face. That is a good question. How does one launch a Fumo into space and get the Fumo back? Or are you just sacrificing the Fumo to the space gods? I need answers. Alright, streams. Come on. You can get that. I see a shape coming in here. Let me go back on that. Alright, and then this side is going to be like same thing but the opposite direction. Ghostly hair for the ghost woman. I'm probably going to need to fix the front section over here. It's too flat. Maybe I could scroll out more. I don't know. Let's figure it out. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. There. I like to place little dots in places where I think I'm going to put a line. Because then after that I can presume. Then I can play connect the dots afterwards. Isn't that fun? It's like playing games with your drawings! Ah, so fun and entertaining! Parachute recovery system. I want my Fumos back. Oh, okay, there you go. Now, Project Fumo Fumo. Here is... I'm not sure if there's any laws against this, but what you should try and do for your final goal is try and get Junko, a Junko Fumo, to the moon. Like, try and actually get a Fumo on the moon. If that's even possible.
If you have the balls to do it and see it through, I believe that you could get Junko to the moon so she can kill Change. And then when man finally returns to the moon, they will find not only the American flag, they will also find a Junko Fumo.
Oh, she has a little paper thing on her head, too. It's like off to the side. Let me fix this. There we go. There we go. Much better, much better, much better. Sunglasses. What am I suggesting is researching into making Fumo space fareable. It is a top priority. This is why my project exists. Anyone else want tactics on winning the wars against Touhou? I'll provide updates later, sure. So how did you expect the campaign to actually perform? My campaign, or are you talking about Fumo Fumo? Junko Fumo won't be possible just by me, but I could have that fly on SpaceX Starship HLS later, I'm sure. I could have the Junko Fumo fly on the same trajectory as Raisin, but that's about it. Oh, okay. Let me see. So how did you expect the campaign to actually perform? If you're talking about Vote Fairy, I expected in the very beginning, I didn't really expect much. I was probably expecting it to only go up to about 150. But I decided to go and make the goal 100 just because it's kind of like I had to go and do a cast prediction. A prediction that's based off of just the voting results for the past years, and then trying to go and see on how it goes through the future, as well as also like the other characters that are surrounding, going backwards and forwards. And then I just came to a adjusted guess that maybe 100 might be the best goal. In the beginning, like I said, I didn't really expect it to go that far, but after seeing the amount of people saying, I've done my part, I was like, oh, you know what, maybe we're actually going to do it. We might actually do it. So my confidence in the beginning was not the best, but it rose exponentially as it went through the campaign. So in general, I came in kind of doubting it, but I came out being very satisfied and very happy with the results. I'm going to move her again. Ooh, wait. There we go. Here we go. Over here. Okay. Without killing the Tipsy, obviously. I missed an arm. And that's okay. That's okay. We can miss an arm. So as long as I draw it in, obviously. Let's see, SpaceX.
The moon fumo would be bleached white by the sun, like the U.S. flag was. The moon will eventually fly the French's flags. Why the French? Why the French? What does the French have to do with this? The French is the cause of all the world's problems. Why should they go to the moon? No thanks. Which has the same? Which is as the same as Marissa's firepower? Lots of firepower or little? But if Danmaku, but lots of explosive. That's true too. I have a better idea. W53, which is a 9 megaton thermonuclear warhead. Oh dear. Zune should give Letty Horai Elixir or Shadow Crystal for Touhou-21. But Letty's already dead. You can't do that. Letty's dead. She's a ghost. She's a Yuki Onna. What if I made an OC that's based on those Yin Yang Orb enemies and have a campaign called Vote Yin Yang Orb? Huh? Huh? What do you think about that? Well,
Well, good luck with that.
Campus is just standing in the corner saying weird, insane shit and just retreating back to the corner every time. He just comes out of the darkness like, well, what about this? What if I make an OC that's based on Yin Orb? Huh? What do you mean about that? Then just runs off. Horlai Elixir doesn't taste good. I drank it once. It wasn't the best. Don't have access to that type of firepower that could work the most part. We could win with Danmaku or specialized 12 gauge firework cluster shells. That's just Danmaku and not war. Alright, it's time to go and import the Letty image. But I'm going to say very quick. I'm going to go import this Letty. Import Ghost Woman. Bro's trying to shotgun Max. I'll steal these colors and no one will ever know. But first things first, I need to correct the coloring of the entire Rhinework. Is that everything? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I think it is. Letty White Rock in her super long pantyhose. Thankfully, her color combination is very simple. Look at that, she's almost done. Almost done. And we'll deepen this color. And for the hell of it, I'll put the little swirly bit on it. I know she doesn't have this, but I like putting it on the ghost. Welcome to the Jotun chat. Welcome to the Jotun chat, boys. Fairy slop, I'm afraid. Unlike the Chad Yinging Orb gem. I vote inanimate object! Kappas, I hate to say it, but Chen would eat those things and win. And Chen will be no more. Source, I am Chen. I could kill Chen with my bare hands. Oh god. Sounds like someone wants to put Chen to sleep in an animal shelter. Alright. Hey, oh, there we go. I'm just missing her little pendant on her. A little funny trident thing. Should go right here. I'll make it green. Actually, no, I don't even need to make it green. I just do this. I don't really know what this pendant is even supposed to be, but it's there. So it doesn't exactly look like a snowflake or anything like that. It looks like some kind of like bent cross. It's purple. Let me see. Oh no, it's yellow. It's yellow. It's yellow. It's yellow. There we go. Be careful, Kappa. She knows how to aim for your kneecaps. True and real. My source is I made it to chin up. Sakuya is now my least favorite character because of that line. That is... Hey, she said it, not me. If the moon's flag turns to white flag, aka the flag of surrender, would be the moon, not eventually belonging to the Hon. We surrender in every World War and more country. You know what? You're right and wrong at the same time. Just the French flag, the white flag. The white flag is surrender. Your white flags can't stop American bullets. Let's see. Lunarians watching the flag on the moon turn solid white. I hate fairies. What do you mean you hate fairies? Oh my god. They're getting memed on. Where is Letty's face? Is she a Slender Man? No. No. It sounds like one of those white woman arguments. Would you love me if I was a Slender Man? And you have to go and say yes or no because you're pinned up against this comment. Whatever it is, it'll ruin or make your relationship worse. How about I just don't answer it? Alright, let's see. Checking. Okay. Does Sakuya have to deal with fairies? Yes, she's head maid of the SDM, so she's in charge of all the fairy maids.
I'm going to give Letty a slightly irritated look because she's going to be like, what the hell is this thing doing here? What is this thing? I'm going to return her face to white very quick. Grab this color. Eyes. Her eyes are purple. Her eyes are the same color as her shirt. I'm going to equalize this. Too much. There you go. I'm gonna grab this. I like to put the funny blush on the character. The war ended. The fair. What? The war ended the fairies. Actually, wait, what? What's going on here? Fairy racism. What? What? Yo, I like your drawings. I'm your big fan. Oh, nice. Good. Johnny Joe Toon, do you think I could beat Letty Right Rock in a fight? Runs off. Well, I mean, she's a ghost, so I'm not sure. Then also she'd probably freeze you to death. I mean, imagine being part of a popularity poll and you're only one rank above the stormtroopers. Like, I'd be at least a little mad. Fairy racism. Doesn't matter what the Lunarians think. French will surrender to them as well. Kill Letty. Kappas gave up on the fairies. The war ended the fairies, actually. Did you win against the fairy? Are you winning? Are you winning? Oh yeah, sure you did. Sure you did. She's kind of a baddie. 0 out of 0. Oh, okay. Joe Toon, have you played Touhou 20 yet? Yes, I have. I played it on stream. I played it on stream and I beat Arya. Granted, it was no one coin clear, but I did beat Arya. So, right now I'm trying to grind in the background, trying to go and ensure that I could get a 1 coin clear, so I can go and play the EX stage, which will be a stream for the future. I could beat Letty. How are you gonna beat Letty? What are you gonna do to beat Letty? How are you gonna beat the ghost woman? It's like beating Yu Yu. How do you beat Yu Yu? She's already dead.
Shoot, sorry, my dude. That was supposed to be a blushing face. Oh, okay. 0-0. It's almost like you're dunking on her at the same time. It's like, it may be a blush, but there's a secret dog whistle in there. That dog whistle is just saying 0-0 mid. I think, is Letty supposed to have like a bow on her back? Or is this it? You know what? I'll put a bow on her back. Fuck it.
Let me see, how do I do this? There we go. No. I had it. Just gotta get that line better. It's a swiv. There we go.
There we go. We got a cheering Tippy and an angry Letty. But I am running low on time, so I might have to go and do Memorial off screen. But I think these two drawings are good enough for today. I'll come back and do Memorial later. But generally, this is what I'm going for. So we got Letty. She's kind of irritated at the weird fairy that's standing next to her. But Memorial is gonna be crushed. She's gonna be depressed. She's gonna be sad because of, well, she got outbeat by a fairy by 1 point. 1 point. Now, if they tied, that would have been a different story. We would have had a more friendlier image, but no, there's no friendship in this. There's only sadness and depression for Memorial today. Let me see. We'll beat Letty by calling the Ghostbusters. Problem solved. Jotun lost to me, and I forced him to draw Letty to atone. What? Hey, what is the slander that you're speaking of? Slander, I hear. Slander. I'm getting slandered here. Yinging Orb Gang. Shut up. Silence! Silence, you fool! For that you don't know what you are speaking of! Alright, thanks. She got the ghost feats. But anyways, I think this is a good place for her to go and leave it off for today. Maybe in the next stream, I'll be doing Gensokyo Odyssey next time. So I'll be Gensokyo Odyssey for the next stream. Because we held up pretty well today. So no internet death. No internet go bye-bye. So that is a good sign that we are back in the game of doing streams. So, next stream will be Gensokyo Odyssey, but I'll start it out by drawing Momoyo. That's what I'll do. I'll start it out by drawing Momoyo. And once I'm done with that, we'll do Gensokyo Odyssey. So there you go. Anyways, oh, hi, Mr. Jotun. Hello there. You popped in at the right time because we're at the end of the stream today. We're at the end. It's at the end of time. We had many thrills and spills and ghosts and fairy, but mainly fairy. Another congratulations to the fairy for getting 101st place in the Touhou popularity poll. For that, it was your contribution? Contribution. Yes, there we go. That's the correct word. Your contribution. Without it, fairy would have not gotten to the point of where it is today. And we hope to go further in 2026. 2026 will be the next big push for Vote Fairy. I hope you enjoy your day, nighttime, morning, wherever you are. Mark my words, yes. I'm Joe Manafuda saying, hope you have a good one. Till then, later, everyone. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.